Okay, welcome everybody to a very big clash from Division 1 that's going to decide quite a number of titles for Season 3. We have Emerson Lardie, aka Flunge Monkey at the top of the screen, up against Evan Ballo, aka Elmer Boy at the bottom. Just to give you the scenario here, Emerson heads into this match trailing Oliver King by 6 points. Because Oliver won the head-to-head, it means that Emerson needs to get 7 points to win the Grand Championship. Now, obviously, because of our point system, you can't score 7 points, so it means that Emerson has to score 8, which means he has to win 2 formats. So that's the first order of business for Emerson, is win 2 formats. The other is that Emerson also needs to win Modern, and then will also take out the Modern Championship. If he fails to win Modern, then Anthony Fredrickson, who beat Emerson in the head-to-head, can take Modern with the win. So Emerson can still win Modern, but if he loses, the result will be out of his hands. And finally, for Evan, Evan comes into this in the lead in Legacy by 4 points. So he just needs 1 point in the Legacy to win the Legacy Championship. Emerson can still, Evan can still win Legacy, but if he was to go down 2-0, he'd be relying on other results. So this is standard now. We have Evan on what looks to be rumming up red. He's got quite a quick start out the blocks up against Emerson at the top, who's on, we've seen this a couple of weeks now. Oh, interesting, spatial contortion. Yeah, we've seen this for a couple of weeks now. Emerson plays this kind of blue-green, what would you call it? It relies heavily, it's a tempo deck that relies heavily on Baral's expertise. So I'm just looking at the hands. The hands that I have on the screen will be whoever's on the play. So we'll have a quick look at Evans. It'll be interesting to see how he wants to use the shock to clear. Yeah, he's going to clear the way for clear the blocker. It's probably a big play as well because it means that Emerson doesn't have the 4th land for his Thought Not Seers. Oh, he does. Sorry, he's got it waste. So this could turn pretty bad pretty quickly for Evan. Once the Thought Not Seers come down, Evan doesn't have a card that can actually do 4 damage. I suspect we'll probably see the Arncrop Crasher taken here. And this could be actually a very quick game 1. He's going to know about the Incendiary Flow, which is at sorcery speed, so he's not going to chump block next turn. Yeah, Uncrop Crasher down. Just see what he drew for the turn. Oh, the Deep Fiend. And what we see this quite a few weeks from Emerson, so what he's going to try and do now is drop the 2nd Thought Knot, find the 5th land so that he can then use the Baral's expertise to bounce all the blockers and push through the 8 damage. So he knows about the Incendiary Flow, so I think we'll see Evan just swing into this anyway. But with only 2 damage, it does not look good. Okay, he's safe now. He can't swing because he knows that last card is the Incendiary Flow and now he can't cast it. But of course the cartouche is going to mean that the Thought Not Seer can't block. And Thought Knot will come down next turn and just take that Incendiary Flow. And if Emerson finds the fifth land, that's kind of dotting the I's and crossing the T's. There'd be no way back for the rubbing up red player from there. Probably just considering if he wants to actually take the incendiary flow with the thought knots here. I think he does. There's not much point in running out the long tusk cub, it'll just die to the flow anyway. So he's either having a very long think about this, or we've got server problems. The server was playing up yesterday when we were using it. No, he's pushing through now. Is he going to attack with the thought knot? No attack. Interesting. And no play. I'm a bit surprised by that. I think he's waiting for the... He's waiting for the Bomat Courier to sacrifice, I'm guessing, so that his second thought knot has better targets. If he finds the fifth land, he can also cast the second thought knot off of the Burrell's expertise. But he's going to take 6 here and drop to 5, unless he wants to give up that thought knots here. Oh, he's going to sacrifice the thought knot anyway. So that's going to give Evan a card draw. Just see what its target. I'm just going to tap down all the creatures. He's going to fire off the incendiary flow. Just at the face, so he's going to drop Emerson to 7. So that second thought knot now suddenly not as attractive. So we switch back to Emerson. There's the fifth land, but it comes in tapped. Thought knot's just going to be a blocker here. No, he's going to go for the long tusk cub instead. The only, I guess, issue here with Burrell's expertise against this rubbing up red deck is even though he bounces the creatures on his own turn, he's all these creatures have haste, so they can all come back. As Evan's just gone for the card draw at the end of the turn, restock the hand. What's he gonna play here? He does have three, four. He has 5 burn direct to the face, so he's just 1 point short of lethal here. If he can hold out for the... He's got 20 life. Hazaret discarding for 3 to do 2 a turn could be viable as well. He's going to go that line. He doesn't know about the Barrel's expertise, so that Hazaret will get bounced. Just carefully considering the lines. I think he's going to go for look like the burn to the face route. Depending on how that Deep Fiend blocks, I'm guessing the Deep Fiend's going to block the Village Messenger. So he can actually escalate the Collective Defiance and take down the Deep Fiend and do 3 damage. That might be the route to take. Unless it's difficult because Emerson might, yeah, he's not going to block the 2/2 of the Long Tusk Cub. He is going to block the 2 with the Deep Fiend, so that option's available now to Evan. He can Collective Defiance and escalate. He's going to take 1 damage, go to 6. An escalated Collective Defiance will put him to 3. I think he's got to cast that Defiance now if he swung into that Deep Fiend. The other bonus as well, of course, Evan won't know this, but Barrel's expertise does not have any decent targets to hit now. Yep, so he's taking the escalated Collective Defiance route. This will drop Emerson to 3, and it also means that he cannot attack. He needs to drop another creature because what's that creature called? It must have been exiled. The Uncrop Crasher off the top would be a win as well. So let's see what he can find here. Another Thought-Knot Seer. Or I don't know if he wants to burrow into a Thought-Knot Seer. I think he wants to get more value for that first. Yeah. What does he take is the big question. He might be inclined to take Shock here. This is a tough choice. I'm not sure. Emerson will know this much better than I would. I'd definitely be looking at either Hazaret or the Shock. Hazaret you could possibly out-tempo by bouncing with your Barrel's expertise, but it's only a turn. Shock means he's at 1, and against Rummin Up red deck it means that a Sunscorched Desert or a Rummin Up Ruins off the top would win. Yeah, so he takes a Shock. Because I think the magic number against this deck is 2. You can't go to 2, otherwise you're going to die. And there it is there. So he got it off the top. He would have been dead to a Shock in 2 turns. Actually, Evan can do nothing. He can just activate the ruins, sacking the sun-scorched desert. But then he'd be a land short to do it again. So he needs to push through one more point of damage. Oh, Hazoret can attack now. So that's a nice line. Oh, actually he's dead. Emerson's got him as down here. If he swings here, he's going to push through 1 point of damage, and then next turn he can run up ruins for the win. If he swings all three. Because the Hazoret has to be blocked. Yeah. Of course he can also activate Hazoret to do 2 damage. Either way, game 1 goes to Evan. And a slight cheer from Oliver, I'm guessing.